Hi, I want to talk to you about the law of attraction success story. It's about MrBeast, the global YouTube star. If you haven't heard of him, listen closely. I want to tell you about MrBeast influencing people to obtain over 2 billion, that's spelled with a B, views, and he wants you to do what he's done. He's also sold more hamburgers in a 24-hour time frame than anyone alive. Now, Solomon, the wisest man ever in Psalm 72 said, you should choose to accept to be an influencer of influencers. That's MrBeast in a nutshell. He lives, breathes, moves the law of attraction. He's had over 200 million YouTube subscribers around the world for watching MrBeast. His real name is Jimmy Donaldson, who's earned $54 million as a YouTuber in 2021. He's a YouTuber, a profitable businessman, and now a philanthropist. Intrinsically, he used the law of attraction for his success story. Philosophically, the law of attraction says what you think about basically comes about. Positive thinking attracts positive results, and he's mastered that. He's a master of the law of attraction. He used it to overcome all the odds, and he's only 24 years old. He's positively obsessed. It's his magnificent obsession to do YouTubing at every level to perfect his videos. For example, he'll work 10 hours to protect and perfect 15 seconds of video. So of course, they become the most watched videos on the planet. He says, I create extreme videos that are unique and original. I'd rather obsess over one video and get 50 million views than create 50 videos to get 1 million views each. And he says, I create 70 to 80 videos a year. It all starts with a desire, a white hot desire and an idea. Ideas have vast attracting power. That is the law of attraction. We think up an idea, we create an irresistibly attractive title, a thumbnail, an attention-grabbing picture, and what we do then is realize our dream and never have a dull moment in our videos. He says, we promise a payoff in the end if you watch the entire video start to finish. Most are so excited they can't stop watching, and then they go from the next to the next to the next, and that's why he's got so many hours of viewing. Well, he says we study everything on YouTube and talk to the ones that are great successes. Like MrBeast, I use the law of attraction to sell more books than anyone's ever sold. You all know the law of attraction I used in Chicken Soup for the Soul, my Ask series, my 1 Minute Millionaire series, and I've sold 500 million books. Like Jimmy, I did marketing and selling that no one's ever done before. I interviewed the 101 best-selling fiction and nonfiction authors, just like he's interviewing everyone on YouTube, and then he even shares the interviews so you can watch them too. Like him, I cataloged and wrote down for future use all that I would do, and voila, the experience was unexpected by a common author or a common person. MrBeast says America is the only place in the world that has only 5% of the world's population. So he said, I went on the Espanol channel. I hired the voice of Spider-Man and made front page news when the viewership skyrocketed in Mexico and in Colombia. Also, I'm in Brazil and have the best voice in Portugal and Brazil. Originally, my mastermind team was just Chris and Charlie, and as nerdy guys, we talked endlessly about the specifics of what worked and didn't work on YouTube. We talked and brainstormed 10 hours a day, every day. We're obsessed with ideas. Notice that's obsession. It's a magnificent obsession. We came up with crazy fun ideas like playing basketball in the clouds held up by 4 helicopters. Now, I hated high school, he says. My mom said, either you go to college or get out of the house and go to work. She said, study more and do less YouTube. I wanted to do more YouTube and study less. When I got my first check for $20,000 for 1 month's work, she asked if she could work for me, so I hired her. I learned that you're considered crazy until you succeed. Then you're called a genius. Nowadays, my company has 300 outsourced people working for me, and it seems like nowadays we're becoming a logistics company, he said. This is all I want to do is make more and better YouTube videos for at least the next 10 years. He told that to the YouTube Creative Insider channel. 90% of all searches on YouTube, and then therefore YouTube, come from Google, and he believes that's going to continually, exponentially keep growing. He says, in my case, I think over 100 ideas to find one good one. That's the same thing we had with chicken soup. We read 1,000 stories to find one good one. He says, I have over 9,000 crazy ideas written down. Now notice, this is one of the secrets of the law of attraction. Once you think about it, you got to write it down. Spiritual law says, write a thing, make it clear, it'll be established onto you. He said, what happens is the law of attraction says, whatever you creatively imagine, write down, take self-determined action towards daily, you'll magnetize to yourself, ultimately and inevitably you'll accomplish. Whether it's him or me or you, the principle's the principle. As a recent big challenge, he called Team C's with the goal of inspiring everyone in some small way to make the planet better, healthier, and cleaner. Team C's cleaned up over 30 million pounds of trash, plastic, and garbage from the oceans and the seas and the water and the lakes, inspiring others to do the same or more. He says, my mission and standard is to make absolutely the best videos possible. Now, I tell people who want to do it and make it on YouTube, you can do it. You can have 1 million or 100 million subscribers too. There's plenty of room. Just make the best videos possible. In my case, we write the best stories ever. And that's why Ask keeps selling and Chicken Soup keeps selling and 1 Minute Millionaire keeps selling. In late 2020, he became a virtual restaurateur in a delivery concept only. With a vast following of raving fans and the ability to concept to deliver with a buzz, the results, he partnered with virtual dining concept and had 300 locations available in the digital marketplace and hit 1 million burgers sold as a milestone. He proved success without a storefront or a drive-through or a hefty marketing business budget and it used by most fast food stores. Then at the American Dream Mall in East Rutherford, New Jersey, MrBeast proved that his brand could and would command throngs to come in live and see him in person. 10,000 people arrived in the first 10 minutes, breaking the record and sold the most hamburgers sold in a single day in a single restaurant. He has the ability to fast reach younger audiences. It shows younger consumers have cash, want to be engaged, entertained, and enthused to buy and want to be considered relevant and important. MrBeast is fun, entertaining, original, and keeps transforming in relatable, interesting, and more interesting ways and attracts masses because he's living proof that you can earn a lot of money, have a lot of fun, be relevant, and that an academic education is not the only driver that used in the law of attraction. He is the law of attraction in action for success. He is positively, purposefully driven. He has mastered the attractor factor. He is part of what we call now the creative economy, which is believed by Forbes magazine to be worth over $100 billion, and it's growing, and you can be part of it. MrBeast's connection with his audience is pranks, cash, novelty, brand recognition. When you watch one, you want to do it, and when you watch the next one, as MrBeast told Joe Rogan on an interview he did, it proves what Walt Disney said. Do what you do so well that when people see what it is that you do, they want to see you do it again. They'll bring their friends, neighbors, relatives with them. It became the #1 app downloaded on both iTunes and Google Play as one of the 5 top searches. His virtual brand has surpassed 1,700 locations, and Applebee's restaurants only have about 1,600 locations. MrBeast, as I said, has mastered and effectively used the law of attraction to gain massive success and plans for massively more success.